So this time we're talking about the 4 main goals of this accelerator program. And these have been super important for us to navigate building a program where there are a lot of inherent tensions in this field when you're trying to do experiential education in the world with students you're trying to support. For example, there are tensions between helping teams raise money. Our teams have raised well over $10 million publicly and much more than that privately. And a lot of those connections, often their first money, comes through events that we organize and through demo days, through introductions that our team makes for people who can support them, who then also get excited to fund their work. That said, we are educators, full stop. Like, that is what we are here to do. We are here to help people learn to be great leaders, great change makers, great citizens in the world, right? So there's an inherent tension there between economic development goals and educational goals, potentially. And having our goals really clear and in order has been really helpful for our team and our community as we sort of have built this thing together. So I think these are almost the only thing that haven't changed over 5 years of evolution. Almost everything else about the program has evolved and changed a lot. So these goals in order. So number 1 is student learning and development. We are an educational accelerator program at a university. That is it. Number 1, top. Helping people learn, develop, become more full versions of themselves. A distant second is venture growth and the impact on the world as these ventures grow. So that's like the direct impact of their work, which is growing, and we hope it continues to grow. But then we also care a lot about another element of venture growth, because growth means new problems, new challenges, new things to deal with. And that is fantastic for our number 1 goal of people learning more. So our third piece here is building and supporting and nourishing a strong and broad and diverse and powerful network of people who are there to support our students for the right reasons and that can bring genuinely meaningful, often world-class expertise to help them. No individual person is going to be able to solve even most of the problems of one team or inform them even, much less for 14 teams in all these different kinds of endeavors, right? And all these different realms of activity. So by bringing together that network, we can keep our students learning more, we can keep their ventures progressing, we can keep things moving along in a really meaningful way. Alumni at institutions tend to be really excited to help young people, as do people in general. So the network, third, is really important. And then fourth, the sort of diversity that weaves through all of these things, supporting nonprofits the same way as you support a software as a service company, and having a network that is not just the most obvious people, but also the breadth of experience and breadth of life experience and breadth of disciplinary experience and professional experience. All of these things, we end up, number 4 is really about a culture that every year we want to have the whole ecosystem here be broader and broader and broader. It's a goal we share with all of the partners that make this work possible. So it's really anything we can do to reach any person who has not yet been invited in and to think of themselves as a change maker to build things that matter, we want to bring them in. So those are the 4 goals in order, right? Individual learning, venture growth and the impact that has on the world, building a strong, diverse, powerful network, and then fourth, broadening that culture and bringing more people in every year as we go. Those are the goals of this program.
At the end of the goals.
Right. So why do these goals actually matter? How does this change how we do things? I think for us, it's been really helpful to be explicit internally and externally about these goals to keep a complete and total focus on students and on education. For example, there have been really thoughtful people, including supporters of ours, funders of ours, donors of ours, who have said, why aren't you taking equity? Right? You're giving a huge set of resourcing, including non-trivial amounts of cash to startups. Standard in the world is, hey, why not do a SAFE to take some part of their future equity? And our answer has been really clear. Like, our first goal is student learning, and anything we would ever do that, even for the purposes of a conversation about valuation of their company at a given moment, that puts us on the other side of the table there, gets in the way. So we simply will not entertain those things. And so for us, having these goals really explicit and really publicly clear from the beginning has allowed us to navigate some of those challenges in a way I think has integrity and lets us be educators focused on supporting our students first and foremost. So I hope this is helpful. For your institution, your goals might be different, your context might be different, but I just really encourage you to be really clear internally and externally about what you're trying to achieve with these goals. I think it'll help a lot. Good luck.